Hi friends, hope you're all doing good, staying safe and taking care of yourself and your near and dear ones. Today will be a quick one. Essentially, we want to study and understand how best we can use, order flow for trading a pullbacks. What are the clues? What are the things to look for? Trading pullbacks is the most, preferred sort of pattern where we have a breakout and we want to enter a pullback because it gives you a very good risk reward ratio. You're not entering the high or the low, but you're letting it to sort of pull back to a range and then entering it. But most of the time, the challenge we face is essentially to understand whether the pullback is a sort of it is a pullback within the breakout, or it's a complete correction, right? So we might enter something, we might assume something is actually a pullback, but it ends up turning out to be a complete reversal of it, right? So what we want to do is, there are of course candlestick and price action strategies around that, but additionally we want to see how can we use order flow strategies to sort of order flow information to sort of understand how to best trade and enter those pullbacks. Okay, so I'll share some few quick pointers around that in terms of what we can look for and how best to sort of utilize those things. Okay, the one is, we will cover one each of them. So for the first one is, whenever you're looking to trade a pullback, you have to be really clear that the pullback is still in the context of the overall, overall direction. So if your overall direction is up, then you are looking to trade a pullback on the downside and to enter the long side. So it is still in alignment with the overall direction and not sort of a contrarian trade opportunity in this sort of a framework and trading. So if the overall trend is down, then I'm looking for a pullback and then I'm sort of looking to enter that. Okay, similarly, so I'm not looking to trade a reversal in this strategy. I'm just looking to trade a pullback within the overall context of the trend. That is your point number one. Okay, point number two is, you look for a smaller range candle. So when I'm looking for a pullback trading, I want the pullback candles to be smaller range and not a very wide range candle. That shows sellers are having a lot more control. So I'm looking still for a smaller range candle or a moderate range candle. That's something I'm keenly observing. So if there are too many wide range candles, I'm a little wary that it may not be a pullback and actually a correction. Okay. Point number three, generally when you're trading a pullback, I'm not looking for much of a consolidation at the top and then a pullback. I'm looking for a bit of a reversal, a little bit of a sharper reversal. Okay, reason being is consolidation on the top could mean that actually buyers have kept on trying and failed, and which is detrimental to a pullback, and they might actually be stuck buyers who would want to exit instead of trying to get back in. So okay, so this is a sort of a very subtle clue where I'm not looking for a consolidation. I'm looking for a bit of a reversal on that time frame, shorter time frame, but then looking to enter that reversal. Okay, I'm not looking for a consolidation here. That is the third clue. Okay, or the third thing that we watch out for. Then the fourth and and clearly quantitative metric is a weak order flow. So I'm looking at a weak order flow context, and when in terms of pullback, we're looking at order flow to be weak on the opposite direction. So you're in if it's let's say long side trade, so this order flow is stronger than the one on the downside pullback one. Okay, so I'm looking for this to be weaker and this to be stronger. Okay, so that's another clue for us. And an additional confirmation, which may not come always, but is a very good additional confirmation, is a large lot trade at the low. So if you're having a pullback, some large lot trades getting stuck at the lows, it's a beautiful additional confirmation. If it is there, great. If it is not, it's fine. But these are the 4 or 5 clues we are looking for in general. Okay, I'll quickly also share you a couple of chart observations for that. Just a second. So let's look at this. Okay, this is like your Bank Nifty 15-minute chart. So we'll share a couple of days information. For example, this one. If you look at the normal candle price was going up, and in this scenario, I would expect this to be a pullback. But what failed for me here is couple of things. Okay, one, I saw a bit of a we see a bit of a consolidation here, so it's not a straightforward rotation. So that's a bit of a clue that it may not be a failed pullback. Then the second clue is your this wide range candle that came in, so that's a clue number two for you that it may not be a good pullback. Okay, and the third clue is generally if you see the post this consolidation, your pullback, this one, like you had a delta 99k, then 43k, which is good. This is lower, but then this is also not significantly high. The pullback candles, this is a pullback candle, this is a bit of a pullback candle, but they have no positive delta in them, or hardly any positive delta to negative delta. So we suspect that the pullback is getting failed. So the buyers are not able to come back in. So it's a weaker pullback, weak order flow on the up on the pullback direction, right? So this is your clue number three, that this pullback might not hold. And eventually what happened, if you see, is markets did crack from there. Okay, this is a scenario where everything was aligned for entering a pullback, but it was not a pullback, and we use these order flows clues to understand that this pullback may not be good enough. Okay, that's a first scenario. Now let's look at something else. For example, in this chart, okay, in this chart, if you see this, okay, now if you see this, I have a very strong opening candle, yes, 78k delta. Okay, and then what do we have? We have a bit of a sharp reversal, not much consolidation. And if you see the pullback deltas, apart from this one minus 33, but which is still lower than 78.83. Okay, this is minus 1.6, this is minus 50, but mostly orders stuck at lows again. Okay, and then if you see these minus 2, minus 13, so generally the pullback candles had locked weaker deltas compared to this, and eventually we did have price bounce back, okay, from those levels. And this was the close, by the way, so we did have price bounce back from those levels. If you see something like here also, which is if you see this, this is Thursday again. Thursday, it was very interesting because we had a large lot order here, but other than that, there was not much clue actually on Thursday. So, we had a large lot order stuck at the lows. That was my clue, and it was stuck at a very nicely around the monthly VWAP. So that was my clue here. Okay, and prior to that large lot order, they were selling. They were selling on the reversal side, but the selling is generally, if you see 13 18 was a bit of a weak selling. Okay, so we then this large loss was a confirmation that there is some aggressive buying also going on here, because for the degree of the down move, the selling was not that intense for us. Okay, so we had a bit of a clue that market could sort of hold up, and we needed a confirmation. So where do we wait? We wait for a large lot order or something around a key level for that sort of a confirmation to get in. Okay, I'll share a similar case on your Bitcoin as well. We have quite a few traders who are trading the crypto markets. Just a second. Yeah, just a second. Okay. Yeah, if you see this, if you let's say think of something like this. Okay. Uh, uh, this one. Oh, in this case, your overall it looked like a pullback, but if you see the delta on the seller side become intense compared to the pullback deltas, right? Minus 140, 450, minus 160, and then there was a bit of a consolidation, and then hence market cracked from here again. So same theories, okay? The order flow on the pullback is weaker. We are seeing consolidation in a range, okay, and then it's like that. But let's talk about a different scenario, something like this. If you see, you had a strong breakout candle 139k delta, but look at the short side delta 23.7, again a good breakout 112, but then again minus 40, only way less compared to your breakout candle delta, which was so you have two breakout candles delta, this one and this one, but this is very weak delta, this is again all weak delta. In fact, they are positive delta, so buyers are coming in, and what do we see? We see a surge here. Okay, we had a 161 lot traded, so this was the last intense push by the sellers. Now anything above this, we get to clear this, we had a surge. So look for those clues. As I said, I'll quickly recap those clues again. One, align with the overall larger time frame trend, so you're still looking for a direction pullback in the overall trend. You're looking for small range candles at, so you're not, when your pullback candles are not wide range candles. Okay, you're looking to see that there is not much consolidation at the top, so you're no, so not much consolidation at the top, but rather a little bit of a corrective wave, okay. And then we are looking for a weak order flow on the opposite side, which is on the downside. They're relatively weak. It's all relative in this case, relative based on the day, relative based on the instrument. And then you're looking for large lot order if it is available at the bottom, and the large lot orders are a very strong confirmation, okay. Thank you so much. I hope this is information is helpful. Use it and start observing the markets from these contexts, and it will be good. Thank you, everybody. Yeah.